Welcome back, guys, to the MMA neighborhood.
Yep.
I'm Devin.
And I am Steven.
And I know we've been gone for a while, but we are back, and we ain't going nowhere. This is UFC 314. Volkanovski versus Lopes for the vacant featherweight title, baby.
Yes, indeedy.
And you know how we like to start this podcast. And if you don't and you're new, I have something to tell you. This is now the Steven Prelims.
That is right. That's where I go over the prelims and tell you about names that you might know or may not know. And now I'm going to start with the early prelims. Tresean Gore. He was on Tough. He's fighting Marco. That's a tough name.
Yeah.
He's Brazilian.
Yeah.
Look, this is getting someone's getting knocked out.
Someone's getting knocked out.
100%.
And Steven's usually great with names, so give him a fucking chance if you have not heard him yet. He's actually my guy. I cannot pronounce names worth shit, and Steven is the guy. Yeah. Tresean Gore is from Tough. He is a monster, very hardcore knockout power, and we're just talking
He's
early.
coming off 2 submission wins, by the way.
Wow.
First round.
Unbelievable. This is just early prelims. Keep going, Steven.
Now, we're going to skip the next few fights, and we're going to go to the regular prelims.
Let's go.
Where we have Darren Elkins versus Julian Erosa. This is going to be a firefight. Julian Erosa, I believe, has 14 wins by submission, 11 by knockout, and 8 in the first round finishes. He is on a 2-fight submission win streak right now. And look, Darren Elkins, he likes to get bloody. He kind of gets fucked up. He gets hit, but he is a fighter. He will stay in there, and sometimes he pulls out a crazy win. This is going to be a great fight for the prelims.
Before you move on,
yes,
this is not just an ordinary Steven prelims. This is a stacked Steven prelims. This is a stacked card. UFC 314 is the best card so far this year, and we will not miss this for the world. Darren Elkins versus Juliana Erosa. Julian Erosa. Oh my God. This is what we call a dog fight, boys. Both guys are dogs. Darren Elkins has damaged on his chest for a reason.
Yep.
And Julian Erosa, this guy takes damage and comes back and wins. We're talking about the guys that always can take the most and give the most and end up finishing. This is a toss-up. Great way to start this card. Continue, my friend.
Jim Miller versus Chase Hooper.
Wow.
Brody. Now, Chase Hooper, he's been looking a lot better.
Unbelievable.
He's on a 4-fight win streak. His last 3 fights have been submission wins.
Not the pad, motherfucker. Not the pad.
Now, Jim Miller, everyone knows Jim Miller. He's great. His last fight was a submission win, and that's what they are.
He popped the gilly. It's old man Jim Miller. We're talking about the old guard versus the new guard. Chase Hooper is a badass jiu-jitsu player, amazing on the ground. And we got Jim Miller, who's still popping gillies, baby.
Dude.
We have
Dustin Poirier is jealous.
Dustin Poirier, learn from the man Miller.
Hey.
But this is an awesome fight. Literally old guard versus new guard. Chase Hooper looks great. He looks like a baby face, but this guy will choke you out in so many ways. If you watch his last fight, he's so dynamic on the ground. And then you got Miller, who's proven time and time again that time does not matter to him. He is awesome. This is an awesome grappling match. You might see it standing for a little while, but guaranteed we're going to see some great rolling out of this match. The prelims are fire, baby.
Yes, and before I move to the next fight, the odds are minus 800 for Chase Hooper and plus 550 for Jim Miller.
That's a little ridiculous to me. I think Miller's got a lot more to give than people expect. And honestly, though, Chase Hooper is a great prospect.
He added so much more muscle to his body there. I think he's able to have a better foundation for his standing.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really helped him a lot. He's looked like a completely new fighter.
He's growing into his body. He is now a complete fighter, in my opinion. But we also have a veteran. Jim Miller has the most fights in the UFC. This guy's not going nowhere. And Chase Hooper, he just finished Clay Guida. He did a great grappling exchange with him and ended up submitting Clay Guida. That's probably why the odds are the way they are.
Yeah.
But Jim Miller is showing himself to be not putting out too easily.
That's right. Now, for the co-main event for the prelims is Yan Xiaonan versus Verna J. Now, this is going to be a good fight because Verna, she beat my girl. Well, she's coming off 4 straight wins. Her last win was versus Amanda Lemos versus a second round submission. Then she beat my girl Lupi Godinez. Then she beat my girl Rodriguez, and she also beat Hill. And Yan Xiaonan, bro, this is the chick that fought Zhang Weili. She just beat Tabitha Ricci in an all okay fight, but. Yeah,
Zan's her name?
Yan Xiaonan, I think I'm saying that right. I could be wrong.
I can't pronounce her name. That's what Steven's here for. But she is a former title challenger. She did lose against Zhang Weili, but also came close in that fight. And in Verna, she's just like that girl. You just don't expect to win, but she does. Yeah. This is a great girls fight. Steven loves the chicks fights. I'm in this fight. This is a great one for the prelims. Moving on, Steve.
Well, look, this is number 1, Xiaonan versus ranked number 3, Verna.
Yeah. So if Verna gets the win, she could be potentially title contender.
Oh, 100%. And then the finish off the prelims is Dan Ige versus Sean Woodson. What more do you people want?
What more do you want? Dan Ige, a knockout artist, can put your lights out within seconds. Has proven it time and time again. But you know what? Yeah, I think he's coming off a loss against
2 losses.
All right, 2 losses, but I do think his last loss was against Diego Lopes, if I'm not mistaken.
His last loss was versus Leon
Murphy, who just won last weekend.
In a fucking he's really good. This is a little tangent.
Yeah.
God damn, is that dude boring to watch?
He's too technical in a sense where it's hard. He's playing the technical game, so it's not really. He doesn't take much risk.
I'm not even gonna lie.
He beat Josh Emmett.
I fell asleep during the fight.
Yeah,
I fell asleep.
But moving on, Dan Ige did lose to Leon Murphy, but not only... Here's the thing. In his last 2 losses against Leon Murphy, or... what? I don't think it's Leon Murphy.
It's Lerone
Murphy.
Or just call him Murphy.
Murphy. And Diego Lopes. His losses... Dan Ige's losses to both those fighters, he came close to finishing both those fighters. So... Dan Ige can put your lights out. I don't know much about the other guy.
Sean Woodson, he is 13-1. He has 4 wins by knockout, 1 by submission, 4 in the first round. Right. He is on a 1, 2, 3, 4 draw, 5, 6. He's on a 6-fight win streak. If you
pretty solid.
Add the draw,
and Ige's on a 2-fight losing streak. But I still believe in my boy Dan Ige. I got Dan Ige.
He just knocked out Padilla.
Okay.
And then he beat Bruce Leroy, and then Jourdain.
All right.
He's a really good dude.
He's coming up.
He's got long legs and a tiny torso.
Ooh. And Ige's got short legs and a big torso, baby.
Days. I know that sounds weird, but whatever.
For days. All
it's gonna be a fun fight. But anyways,
usually Steven prelims are not so provocative, but it's okay. That's the end of prelims. Now we're moving on to the main card of UFC 314. Who do we start off with the main card, Steven?
We have a light heavyweight bout versus ranked number 8. Nikita Krylov versus Dominic Reyes, who is ranked 11.
Wow,
and I believe this is Nikita's first fight back in quite some time.
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
It has been quite a while since we've seen the great Nikita. This guy is badass. He's fucking fast. He's got some quick strikes. He's a very good stand-up fighter, in and out. Dominic Reyes, I think he's coming off a win, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he just knocked out Anthony Smith.
Yes, so he's getting a little. He's feeling himself. Anthony Smith was also going through some very traumatic things during that night. And
dude, was that one?
Yeah, it was. No, it was that one.
Oh, okay.
So we got Nikita taking a long break off, but maybe he was injured.
He was injured.
Yeah,
he was injured. I want to say it was a knee.
So Steve and I have been talking like, where is Nikita? Because he's on a good streak right now.
I could be wrong. I think he was gone for almost 2 years.
Yeah, I think he has some injuries to deal with. But anyways, Nikita's coming in. It's a great start to the night, and he is ready to blast. I got him beating Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes, he beat Anthony Smith, but that was a broken down Anthony Smith.
Yeah.
And Reyes before that really hasn't shown too much. So I got Nikita flatlining Dominic Reyes.
So I just want to say this. Nikita is on a 3-fight win streak. His last fight was March 11th, 2023.
Aye, so it's been a minute.
It's been 2 years, almost. Yeah, a little more than 2 years.
Do you think he'll ring rust have any type of effect on this one, or you think?
Well, the thing is, apart from the ring rust, it's coming back from an injury. Some fighters can do it. And my main example for this is Dominic Cruz, my boy, who also retired. We didn't get to cover that, but that's my boy right there. I enjoy the retirement. But he doubled fucked up knees.
Yeah.
And he comes back and wins the fucking title again. But anyways, Dominic Reyes, he's on a 2-fight win streak, both knockouts.
Okay.
So I just want to say this. Nikita has 12 wins by knockout, 16 wins by submission, and 23 first-round finishes.
That's what I was about to say. This guy finishes people in the first round. Dominic Reyes was a monster. He almost beat John Jones, and it's kind of a controversial decision. But ever since then, there's a John Jones curse. When he lost, he hasn't been doing so good after that loss. But Nikita has been on fire, in my opinion. He looks just fast. He's a blitzkrieg guy. He comes in and out. I hope Dominic Reyes is ready, but my pick is Nikita. Who do you got?
I'm going Nikita Krylov. Easy.
Let's go, baby.
I think Dominic Reyes, because he just went on someone's podcast and all he's talking about, all he ever talks about is that John Jones fight. It's like, bro, how long ago was that? Look, get over it.
Yeah,
move past it, bro.
The ship has sailed.
Dude, it's done, bro. Look, Nikita gonna knock homeboy out, bro.
All right, we both got Nikita. Who we got next on this main card? Stacked.
Probably one of the most anticipated.
Really?
Of this card, in my opinion. I'm just putting just by my own gauge. It feels like this is the most anticipated.
All right, man.
Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva.
They have built up this fight, which is crazy. I don't know if I said it on a podcast or not, but the night Gene Silva knocked out the last boy, or submitted, whatever.
Knocked out.
Me and Steven were like, who does he fight next? Like Patty or Thug Nasty. Thug Nasty, baby. And guess what happens, Mike? The next day, I think they announced it, or the week after. Thug Nasty is in line, brother. And actually, as I'm calling this out, Gene Silva calls out Thug Nasty during the fight, after the fight's over.
There you go.
I called it before that. I wish you guys can see it. One day we'll have live commentating during the fights, and you guys will see how masterful we are at their craft.
Hell yeah.
But yes, so this is anticipated because Gene Silva called out Thug Nasty. Thug Nasty's been calling some weird shit lately. Telling how he wants to fish with Hitler. Wait, this guy's out.
Well, no, he said,
he might be some guy that he might be a good guy that you could go fishing with or something.
He seemed like a good guy you could go fishing with before the meth. Is that supposed to? Anyways, it's old news by now.
It's old news,
bro.
I don't think it's old news, mate.
I don't care.
This guy is crazy.
Gene Silva has 4 wins in the UFC. And they're all by knockouts.
Okay, I've been telling Steven, Gene Silva has been under the radar. I don't know why. He's getting these finishes. He needs his exposure. This is time. Thug Nasty has just came off a win off Kron Gracie? Wow. No. We knew that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know. I'm right on that one. All right.
You're right. My bad, bitch.
Josh Emmett, Flat Earth, fucking Thug Nasty. And then he comes back and beats Kron Gracie. Okay, that's a good win. I guess I beat a Gracie. Okay, whatever. Gene Silva, I do believe, is going to destroy Thug Nasty. And I've been a Thug Nasty fan till I heard the dumb shit he's been saying. Then I'm just like, all right, dude, you lost me. Honestly. Now, here's the thing. Gene Silva's got great ground game, but he's also been knocking people out. So if he gets to the ground, I'm being a little more serious now. Thug Nasty's got advantage. I think he's got a slight advantage. I think Thug Nasty does really have a solid ground game.
100%.
Okay, so Gene Silva might want to be careful going on the ground with him. I think he wants to keep it standing. Even though Gene Silva looks solid on the ground, just don't go where Thug Nasty's got.
Don't be willingly go to the ground. Try to
avoid where Thug Nasty's best at. So I'm going with Gene Silva. I think he's gonna beat the shit out of Thug Nasty. The statements this boy's saying. Like I said, I used to be a fan. I used to be a fan of you because I thought you were funny, but now you're just stupid to me. And I'm gonna go with Gene Silva.
Yeah, look. I'm on the same boat with you. Look, I'm fine with fighters talking who they are, because that's fine. People are gonna be people and be yourself. But once you start saying outlandish shit like that, I'm sorry, I can't willingly like support you.
Yeah.
I just can't. No, I don't care how good you are. I don't care if you say random shit, but you're a good person. I don't care. I just think you're a piece of shit. I hope Gene Silva knocks you out in 10 seconds. So
hard words, Steven. Hard words,
dude.
there,
I'm sorry that
Steven's never gone for Thug Nasty. I backed him. Now I got to back out because I'm like, wow, what the hell is this guy doing? But if the P just off fighting, just the fighting, take the fucking social life aside. Thug Nasty has a chance on the ground. It's hard
for me to do that because whatever. Let's not go down that road.
Well, I'm just trying to break it down. Thug in the fight world, not taking social world, Thug Nasty has a great chance on the ground to win this.
100%. But I don't think he'll get there.
I don't think so either. I got Gene Silva knocking him out.
All right. Now,
who do you got? You didn't.
Oh, I told you, Gene Silva knock him out 10 seconds. Okay, realistically, minute 30.
Am I gonna feel the flat earth when I hit the flat earth? How come when I got knocked out, the earth felt flat?
No, okay. Look, but would you agree with my assessment that is probably one of the most anticipated fights on this card?
Yeah, and I also agreed that that was probably one of the most nastiest knockouts I've seen by Josh Emmett against Thug Nasty.
There you go.
Yeah, they built this fight up. They built this whole card up. If you're not watching this card, you are not the MMA neighborhood, baby. This is for the fans. You better be watching. You better be watching us because we are all about it, baby. Talk to us. Tell us how you feel. Moving on, though, Steven. Let's get it.
This is enough. I'm very excited for this fight. I could see why people may have reservations on it, but this is Yair Rodriguez versus Patricio Pitbull. His debut.
Yeah. Another one.
UFC.
Another one.
And another one.
This is badass. We got Patricio. How do you say? Patricio Pitbull. Steve and I actually went to a Bellator event one day. We'll go a little side note.
Yep.
And we saw Patricio live.
And we saw Machida.
Even
though he lost, it's all right.
Shitty decision against Musasi.
What's the best thing? I got to meet Chael Sonnen though.
Yeah, that is the one. Chael Sonnen came down. We will post a picture. Maybe tonight. Who knows? We'll post a picture one day. Steven called for Chael Sonnen, and he came down from the broadcast station and said, I heard someone was calling my name.
He came down through the tunnel. I was watching him. He was just like, were you calling for me? And he put the smile. I was just like, bro, fuck yeah, I was.
Yeah. Dude, so we don't think we're legit? Bro. We got a picture of Chael Sonnen, the American gangster, baby. But anyway,
while wearing MMA neighborhood merch, Bo.
Yeah, so you could get your merch when we come out with it, or you just email us, or just put a comment or once, that'd be nice. But here we go.
Look, the first comment gets a fucking shirt.
Done. That is sold. First comment on this podcast will get a MMA Neighborhood shirt signed by your famous Steven Prelim and Devin, baby. Let's go.
There you go. Let's see if it happens.
Let's go. Sorry, Chelsea won't sign it, but we will get it signed from us. Anyways, we saw Pitbull. He's a badass. He's a Bellator champion. This guy is a master. He's finally getting into the UFC because Bellator got bought out by PFL, and PFL is a kind of whack. So now we got Patricio Pitbull taking on Yair Rodriguez. Yeah. Come on, bro. Rodriguez is the most dynamic striker in the featherweight division. This guy's crazy. He's got tornado kicks. He'll kick you from every fucking range you got. So, and I saw the stare off. I don't know if you've seen the stare off, but
I watched the press conference.
The size difference is absolutely extraordinary. Like this Patricio is pretty tiny guy, but I ain't gonna count him out. I used to love my boy Frankie Yeager and all that. But I got Yair Rodriguez. I'm just saying.
Okay.
The UFC is.
Any reasons why?
Yes, because the UFC is on another level. We got Bellator. Bellator is nothing compared to what UFC. Bellator took on the UFC scraps, the guys that were done, and Pitbull's in for a rude awakening. Now, mind you, the co-main event, we do have a Bellator former champion as well. We'll go over in a minute. But we also know that guy hasn't been doing as well either. So, Patricio Pitbull. I like that you're added to the fucking UFC. You do deserve that. And that's awesome that you're going to be a part of it. And I thought maybe his son or something was on this card. Maybe we missed over. I'm not sure. But Patricio Pitbull, Yair Rodriguez that's a hard one to get started on, baby. Now, I could be wrong. This is kind of a tough one. We really don't know. We really don't understand where his skill level is at because it's his debut. But if I had to pick betting wise, I'm gonna go with Rodriguez, bro. Who do you got, Steven?
All right. Well, there's just a couple things I want to say. One, I was watching some tape, as you do sometimes. And then Patricio Pitbull, he does have an issue with much taller people.
Really?
Now, the thing is with that, I feel like he's going to have some success with that because Yair Rodriguez is very kick heavy and he does a lot of flashy shit.
He does, but it works for him. He makes that.
And I'm not saying it doesn't, but
he's mastered with that.
I'm just saying it could possibly backfire. Now, I feel like Patricio Pitbull, I feel like he's going to go the Michael Chandler route. He's here. He knows what it is. He's here to put on excellent fights, exciting fights. He's 36-7. He has 12 wins by knockout, 12 by submission, and 12 in the first round. He's not a boring fighter. This is going to be dope.
Pitbull deserves respect. I'm sorry. He does deserve respect.
Wasn't he a double champ in Bellator?
Yes, he was. And we've seen him. He's an awesome fighter. But the thing is, I'm not trying to count him out here. I want to make that clear. Patricio Pitbull can win this. Volk was way smaller than Yair Rodriguez, and Volk destroyed him. This is a possibility he can win.
This is what I was saying. He does it. I feel like it could backfire, and Patricio can't find success. So,
absolutely right, Steven.
So look, I get why you would want to go Rodriguez. Yeah. For one, I'm going to go with Pitbull. I think he still got it. Yes, he's a little older.
Fine. Do you want to bet $5 on this one?
You want to bet a $5?
Hot dollar. It's a $5 bet, boys. Let's go. Shake it. Shake.
Air shake.
Air shake. $5.
And it's a done deal.
Why only $5? Because we're broke. Support us, add us, and make a comment. Please subscribe. All right. So I got Yair. Steven's got Pitbull. And we're going for the $5, baby. $5 holla. Moving on to the main event of the evening. Bruce Buffer hired me, baby. We're going Michael Iron Mike Chandler. Take on Patty the Baddie Pimblett for this hot co-main, baby. People are sleeping on Patty. Mike Chandler has been waiting for my boy Conor McGregor for a long time, and he finally took a fight against Charles Oliveira. He didn't look good. He was not impressing to me. He was not impressive at all.
It is.
You know, Michael Chandler, he still cracks. This fool cracks. He's got a hard right hand. He's a little emotional, but I gotta give it, dude. Michael Chandler's one of my favorite fighters. Win or lose, this guy comes in to kill. He is there to entertain. Are you not entertained? That is Michael Chandler, bro. But then you got Patty. Say it. I know you want to say
Patty the Fatty.
No.
Patty the Fatty?
No, the other one. No one can knock out a
Scouser.
No, say the whole thing.
No one knocks out a Scouser.
Aye. So that is the thing. Everybody sleeps on Patty. Even my boy Steven right here. When Patty slept Bobby Murder.
First of all, we don't talk about that anymore. We don't talk
you
about
talked
that,
about
bro.
Frankie
That's
Edgar.
my boy.
You talked about Frankie Edgar plenty of times. And you know what? I gotta get you back with that Bobby Green Schmurda. But you know, so the reason why I bring that up is because Michael Chandler, as entertaining as is, his fight IQ lacks. And I think I even heard an interview, Patty called that out, that, you know, he might lack fight IQ. Here's the danger. Chandler cracks. He is a fucking gladiator. The guy's gonna come in to bang. He's gonna throw everything he's got. We just seen him survive some very deep chokes from Charles Oliveira and almost come back in the 5th round.
Yeah,
a lot of backpacking from Oliveira, but Chandler got beat. You know, and maybe it was the time off, maybe it was the ring rust, whatever. But I'm leaning towards Patty. I think he's gonna sneak a submission. This is my whole play out. I think Chandler's gonna land some great right hands. I think Patty's gonna know that he's gonna take his time, be defensive. But Patty leaves that chin up a lot, man. Patty the Baddie kind of leaves that chin high. But I think if he stands and bangs with Chandler long enough, Chandler might make a dumb decision, like Bobby Schmurder, and go for a takedown. And I can see Patty wrapping that boy up and calling it a night, put a ribbon on it. I think Patty might end up submitting Chandler, or it goes a decision. Chandler survives some close submission attempts. But if it goes to the ground, I think Chandler's in a bad position. I got Patty winning by submission.
Any round?
I'm going to go with third. What do you got? Is it a 5-rounder?
I don't know, actually. That okay. I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Break it down, though.
Okay, look. I am not on the Patty wagon. I haven't been. I never have been. And I'm not now. I'm sorry. But look, I will say this. If he finishes Michael Chandler, I will start giving him some credit. That is my promise to you, Devin, and the MMA neighborhood. I will start putting respect on the boy's name. And you know what? I will stop calling him Patty the Fatty. I'm putting that on the line. I'm putting that on the line.
It's Patty the Batty, okay?
It's Patty the Fatty, and it always will be. But look, I just think Michael Chandler hits too hard. He's gonna bull rush this dude, and he's gonna hit him hard. Now he's got great wrestling. He's got pretty good wrestling. Michael Chandler
and great defense.
The thing is, the only way it's gonna end up on the ground if Chandler knocks him down. I don't think Patty's not going to be able to take him down. No, but I think I can see Chandler might do a dumb move and try to take him down. But, if he's smart, he'll keep it standing. But no, 100%. He's going to keep it standing. Dude, he's, like I said, he's one of those people that came over from Bellator. He knows the assignment. He's here to put on exciting fights and to make money. He knows he's older. He knows he has aspirations for the gold, but he knows how to get there and to put on exciting fights. And like you said in your talk, every fight he's in, it's fight of the night. It's an award-winning performance, whether he wins or loses.
Are you not entertained? I get it, but I can see him tiring out. Chandler has that tire out sometimes. I can see him shooting in desperate.
If it's a 5-rounder, I
can see Chandler doing a desperate takedown, and that might be the spot, the moment he loses.
You're completely wrong.
So what do you got, Steve-O?
I got Michael Chandler by second round knockout.
But I hope you're right. I love Chandler. I'm not sitting here against him. I wanted to see my boy the Notorious.
Devin.
It should happen. He will come back. Do not tell me.
Devin.
He won't come back.
Did you see the clip? Tangent. Did you see the clip of Conor McGregor talking?
No.
When he was wearing a suit. He was like, because he's running for president of Ireland.
As he should.
Oh, Jesus. Anyways. He basically said, it's like, right now, my focus is on this. It's not on fighting anymore. I'm telling you, Devin, I'm sorry to break the news to you. He's not coming back.
Do not tell me things do not exist. He can come back whenever he chooses to. And honestly, he said he's interested in this fight for one reason, because he's going to knock out Chandler when he has to come back.
Oh, my Lord.
But so you got Patty?
I got Michael Chandler by second round finish.
I'm trying to get him. All right, so we got the co-main. Steven got Michael Chandler. I got Patty. You guys let us know, because now it's time for the main event of the evening. Are you guys ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys ready? It is the featherweight vacated belt, because Ilya Tapuria has vacated because he's now going to lightweight, apparently. And now we get to see the great Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes.
That might be top 3 intros to the main event you've ever done. I'm
Bruce
just going to say
Buffer, hire me. Thank you. For the vacated featherweight belt. This is it, boys. If you guys aren't excited yet, you are not part of the MMA neighborhood. Tell us who the fuck you want, because this is it, baby. This is the fucking gold. This is what Steven calls what? Meat.
What?
Meat and what?
Oh, this is the meat and potatoes right here, baby.
Yes,
this is the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, buddy. This is it, baby. We have the former featherweight champion of the world, great Alexander Volkanovski, taking on the hottest prospect we've seen lately, Diego Lopes, coming in hot, boys. This is a great battle. Volkanovski's coming off 2 knockout losses against the lightweight champion Islam Makhachev. Yeah, he got head kick knocked out. Then he takes a fight 2.5 months later against the guy that's killing everybody, Ilya, and he gets knocked out again. So there's a lot of doubt on Volkanovski, because now you got a hot prospect, Diego Lopes, who is beating whoever the fuck comes in his way. This is a great fight, boys. This whole card has got me so hard. All right.
Wow.
But I want to know.
Talk about provocative.
Provocative, baby. Steven, I want you to start. What do you feel about this main event of the evening?
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good. All right.
It's pretty good. It's kind of fucking amazing. Now, look, this is why I don't even want to go on to Ilya.
No, you. All right.
Ilya thinks he moved up, vacated. Who says it's because of weight classes? He can't make the weight cut anymore. Whatever.
Who the fuck is that guy?
You know what? You know what? He's trying to be Conor McGregor so bad.
Who the fuck?
The only difference between him and Conor McGregor is that Ilya has one title defense, and he thinks his legacy is like cemented in. It's like, bro, no.
Anyways, okay, move on from Ilya.
Sorry.
We're talking about a banger here, baby. Ilya's out of the picture now.
Yeah.
We have a focus. It is Volk and Lopes.
Look, Alexander Volkanovski is the second greatest featherweight to ever be a champion.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest here. Diego Lopes, he has power. He's striking. He's somewhat of a brawler, though. That is one of my things. If you've ever listened to the podcast, you know I pick technique over brawler always. 9 times out of 10, the technique is going to beat the brawler.
Well, hold on, Steve. Hold on. I disagree. I think Lopes is a great technical fighter as well.
No. Striker. I'm talking striker.
Look, he
just
is
striking.
He's a brawler and striking. He has a great ground game. He's amazing.
I'm not talking about ground.
Okay, and also, on a side note, Steve and I have had some long talks, shall we say, about who is the greatest featherweight, and it's between Volk and Holloway. Okay,
what?
Volk and Holloway.
No,
you picked Volk, huh?
The greatest featherweight of all time is Jose Aldo.
Oh, okay. Let's move on.
Fuck. 9 title defenses.
Okay, you're right.
9 title. Volkanovski has 6.
You got it, but Volk has beat the best.
I don't give a shit.
All right,
Jose Aldo is the GOAT of featherweight.
Yeah,
people need to accept it.
Guess who knocked him out in 13 seconds? Or 12, proper 12, we may say.
Lord.
But anyways, moving on. Volk is an awesome fighter. You say Diego Lopes he's more of a brawler?
He's more of a brawler in his striking. Like, I'm not saying, like, he is more of a brawler. He swings wide. Look, he got the uppercuts. He's a good striker, but he likes to swing wide. And that right there, I feel like Volkanovski being probably, and you know what, Diego is pretty fast. He's pretty fast. But Alexander Volkanovski, I think he's going to be able to get in, get out. I think he's had to have learned his mistake, what he did with Ilya, and staying in the pocket for too long. And I feel like even with this one, he's probably a little safer in the pocket because of how wide Diego likes to swing his punches. Look. I'm not saying Alexander Volkanovski is going to knock him out. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Fucking guy.
Yeah, well, look, Diego Lopes was, say how it is. He has the best mane in the game. All right, this guy got hair. He's got good hair. All right, but besides the hair,
mane in the game.
Besides the hair, all right, this guy is great. He is a hot prospect. Now, what I'm worried about is it too soon? Is it too soon to take on the best? Or is it the greatest time because Volk's coming off 2 losses? It's a very hard pick. This one is a coin toss, son. So hard to pick for me on this one. I'm honestly going off emotion. I feel Volk, yes, he's lost twice. Lopes is looking fucking on fire, but he's also struggled in the later rounds against Ige. Okay, so that one, I know it was literally the fastest replacement fight in the history of the UFC.
Hour.
Yeah, Ige was like, okay, let's go today. All right, cool. I'm getting a massage. I'll be right there. All right, cool. But I seen Ige beat him in the 3rd round. Now Volk has the cardio, has the technique, has the power. Volk has it all. Yes, he lost his last 2, but let's not count him out just quite yet. Lopes is a killer. He is a hot, young, beautiful main prospect.
How many times are you going to say prospect?
Because he is. And that's what I want to get. Like, is it too fast for him to fight Volk? His resume is good, but all he has wins over is Ortega, Ige. So those are his hottest wins.
Well, he beat Sadiq Youssef too.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
good. And he finished him very quickly. This is a coin toss for me, boys. I have to make a pick.
And girls.
Do you want to make a pick first, Steven, or you want to hear mine?
No, go ahead.
My pick
You're on a
is
roll.
the great. I think Volkanovski has time to heal.
You are lying right now.
Joe
You're
Rogan
picking
has
Alex?
Joe Rogan has said it best. He's like, if you're at 35, take time off. I think Volk is going to come back very strong here. He destroyed Yair Rodriguez. He destroyed a lot of people. I think Volk's got it. And it's not going to be easy. This is going to be a 5-round war, my boys. We're going to enjoy an amazing title fight here. But I'm leaning towards Volk. I love Diego Lopes. I love both guys. This is a hard pick. I'm just going to take the coin flip, and I'm going to pick Volk.
Okay. Look, throughout time, that Alexander, I'm going to start all the way at the start of the time, bro. I've never really picked Volkanovski to win. I've always kind of picked against him.
You always doubted him.
Mainly, yeah. I might have picked him for a couple fights, but that's neither here or there. I don't really pick him much. But you know what? Seeing him move up to fight Islam and damn near almost winning.
He beat Islam in the first fight.
But hold on.
We know that.
Now, then seeing him lose to Ilya, I'm like, damn, I feel bad. Like, it's typical for me. It's typical for me. And you know what? My heart goes out to him. I really want him to win. And I should choose him.
But
not fucking today, boys. No! Diego Lopes is going to knock homeboy out with that shit. He's going to flurry on the boy. I tell you, Diego Lopes is going to finish this boy in 2 rounds. It's going to be Dunskies, bro.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
I knew it.
Alexander Volkanovski, you are the second greatest.
$5. Second greatest. $5, baby. $5.
Air shake.
The great.
Okay.
Lopez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm surprised you picked Alexander.
Dude, I want Lopez. I love him. I cannot go against my boy, the great. This has been an amazing podcast with you, my brother.
Yeah, bud.
I love you. We
love you too.
Have been slacking. The podcast.
Well, you've been busy. You've been busy.
Okay. Let me explain. The posts we've been fucking up. But I'm gonna tell you guys right now. MMA Neighborhood is my heart, my soul. My brother here. We started this about 5 years ago.
7.
We got fucking 20 followers, if that. But I don't give a fuck. I am telling you right now. We ain't going nowhere, baby. I ain't going fucking nowhere. Steven ain't going nowhere. This is the MMA motherfucking neighborhood, baby.
That's right.
That is our picks for UFC 314. Steven, close this out.
And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And guess what? The first comment on this podcast gets a free MMA Neighborhood shirt.
No bullshit.
No bullshit. That will fucking happen. Now look.
Signed
by both of us.
Yes, sir.
Now look, that's our picks for UFC 314. But wait, where can you follow us on YouTube, Devin?
At MMA Neighborhood. We aren't hot, but make us that, please.
And the IG?
MMA Neighborhood _gram. I will update it soon.
And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit that I constantly say day in and day out, because it's not the MMA Neighborhood without you. I am Steven.
I'm Devin.
And we will see you all after UFC 314.
Let's fucking go.